Yo, what's up YouTube? Back here with another video. Today, I'm gonna be helping my Howard students and parents find off-campus housing. So the biggest thing with finding off-campus housing is just doing the research. You gotta look for it. It's not gonna just pop up. Howard does not do that great of a job providing it, so it's like we're on our own, essentially. So where I come in with this video, I'm about to give y'all 13 different places that y'all can start y'all search off with. If none of them meet your preferences, your likings, I'm also giving you 3 more resources that you can use to further your search. And after that, I'm gonna give y'all a couple tips and things I think you should know if you're gonna be living on your own for the first time and just securing an apartment in general. So I'm not gonna waste too much time. Let's get into it. Quick disclaimer, this video should be used as a reference and a reference only. I'm not telling you to go to any of these places. This is not a sponsored video. This is not a paid promotion video. None of that. I just want to help y'all start y'all research. Like, that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. If y'all do have a bad experience, please, by all means, let me know. So if I make another video like this, so I can tell the next batch of students and parents. But again, I'm not telling y'all to go anywhere. I don't want y'all to be upset at me if you have a bad experience somewhere, you know? But yeah, that's it. Now let's get into the video. Alright, so the first place on the list is Mazda Grand Mark. It's about 28 minutes, give or take, traffic from Howard. It's in College Park, Maryland on Baltimore Avenue. It has a shuttle that goes back and forth, so you won't have to worry about transportation. And I've heard the shuttle isn't bad. It's just like, get on it. Like, don't wait around, don't play around, get on the shuttle. A lot of kids that go to Howard end up there, but I'd say about 35% that live off campus end up in Mazda, because you can actually get placed in Mazda from Howard's housing registration. I haven't heard anything bad about Mazda, so yeah, it's a cool place to live, I guess. Alright, so number 2 on the list, we got V Towers. It's in Hyattsville, Maryland, about give or take 25 minutes from campus. There's a shuttle available, so you won't need transportation if you don't have it, your own transportation. It's a smooth place to be. I've been in there a couple times. It's nice. But the downsides about V Towers, you're going to be living with 3 other people regardless. Like, every unit is a 4x4, so you share a kitchen, common area, and a bathroom. Maybe 2 bathrooms. I'm not sure about the bathroom part. You actually might have your own bathroom. I don't think so. Okay, I believe you're sharing a bathroom. But everybody has their own room, but y'all all stay together. So if you're not comfortable with living with 3 other people, then I would not suggest V Towers. Another downside, V has a lot of fire alarms, similar to Towers. Not as much, but I've heard V always has some fire alarms going on. Like, it's kind of bad. It's a problem. So if you can deal with the fire alarms and don't mind sharing sharing a space with 3 other people, then V might be a smooth place for you. Third place on the list is Wish Woodley Housing. It's on Connecticut Ave in Washington, D.C. There's a shuttle service that goes back and forth, again, like V and Mazda. Only bad thing I've heard about Wish is you will have a roommate, not a suite mate, a roommate. So if you're not comfortable with living with someone else living in the same room as you, like freshman year vibes, then Wish may not be the place for you. But other than that, I mean, it's cool. It's about 10-15 minutes from campus, so I don't know. You decide. The next place on the list is the 9 Apartments. It's about 26 minutes, give or take, from Howard. It's on Baltimore Ave in College Park, Maryland. There is no transportation system from Howard to the 9, so you'll have to have your own car, whatever, take public transportation, however you want to do it. Again, College Park is a great area to live in. I live in there myself, but I haven't heard anything bad about it. I've actually been in the 9 as well, so it's pretty nice in there. 6th place on the list is Landmark Apartments. They have 2 different locations. They have one in College Park, Maryland, and one in Hyattsville, Maryland. I know one person who stays there. He likes it. I would say it's not very spacious for what you're paying, but if you want to live on your own, I wouldn't say it's a bad option at all. 7th place on the list is Hugo Club University, College Park, Maryland. Now this is where I stay. It's pretty low key. Again, College Park, Maryland, about give or take 28 minutes from campus. No shuttle back and forth. But this place was a steal because I got my own place for $900 a month. Yes, I think it was like $9.90 a month. I was supposed to have a roommate, never came. It's pretty spacious. I'll put a video of it on the screen somewhere. Like I would say the actual like building older, definitely older. The lobby area is like okay, but the room, which is all that matters to me, and the people in there are nice, by the way, and like a lot of different. I'd say it's a diverse area, a diverse building. But the actual apartment, smooth, no issues. Yeah, I stay there, and I'm considering renewing. So, 8th place on the list is Hecht Warehouse on New York Ave in Washington D.C. About 10 minutes, again, give or take traffic. All of this is give or take traffic in D.C. and Maryland. But it's actually, I've been in there too. It's a really cool looking warehouse. Like, it's literally a warehouse, but it's modernized. It's different. I know 2 people who live in there. They enjoy it. Kind of pricey, in my opinion, for what you're provided with. But again, all this is up to you. 9th place we got on the list is Viva Capitol Hill Housing or Apartments. I'm not sure which one. But it's on 15th Street. It's about 18 minutes away. Haven't heard anything personally good or bad about that place. But I found it on my search, and I thought it would be useful for y'all. So, 10th place on the list is Trellis House Apartments. Now, Trellis is right next to Towers. You got Whole Foods on one side, and then Trellis House on the other. Technically, it's off-campus living because it's not affiliated with Howard. And obviously, Howard doesn't place students there. But you're on campus. You're still within walking distance of all your classes, and you can't beat the convenience of that. Only thing I would say is it's a little pricey for what you guys are getting, but again, that's just me. I don't know if you can afford it. If that makes, like, the convenience makes up for the price, I definitely would understand that. 11th place on the list, we have the Rent Apartments. The Rent Apartments are the apartments on top of Whole Foods on the other side of Towers. So you got Trellis House on this side, you got Whole Foods on this side, and then above Whole Foods, you have the Rent Apartments. Again, you can't really beat the convenience. Personally, I think that's a little pricey as well for what you're getting. But again, if the convenience makes the price worth it, I would understand. Next place on the list, we have I-5 Union Market. It's about 8 minutes from Howard. It's on Florida Ave. I haven't heard anything good about this place or anything bad about this place, but the apartments look smooth. I'll be honest, it does look smooth. So check it out. Last but not least, we have Common Clover Apartments. It's about 16 minutes from Howard. It's on U Street in Washington, D.C. I don't know anything about this place. I came across it on my own search, but I also think it might be interesting living on U Street. Might be a good thing. But it's like down U Street. It's not right, again, 16 minutes away, you know. But, yeah, I think it might be interesting. Alright, so that's it for the locations. Hopefully I gave y'all a good jump start, a good boost, somewhere to start, somewhere to look. But now let's get into the resources that can help you further your search in case none of those places fit your preferences.
Yo, what's good with y'all? So as I'm editing, I realized there are a couple of things that I probably should have mentioned. I didn't mention, so I'm gonna mention them now. Alright, so the first thing is parking. Wherever you go, you're probably gonna end up paying anywhere between $50 to $200 a month for a parking fee for maybe a lot or garage that they have available for y'all. So make sure y'all incorporate that into how much you're willing to spend per month. Second part of parking is the on-campus parking pass. You'll need to park on campus in any of the lots they have available. Me personally, I didn't buy it. I park on the street every single day, either on Georgia Ave, on Euclid, or I forgot the name of the street. It's the street in between Trellis and Banneker. So I park there every single day. Or if it really gets bad, I'll park in McDonald's. They don't say anything, especially if the police aren't in the lot, you're good for the most part. And I think that parking pass for Howard, I'm about to put it on the screen, but I believe it's about $680, so take that into consideration as well. Next thing I wanted to re-emphasize throughout the video is take this process seriously. This is where you're finna be living for the next 9 months, could be possibly 18, could be 27, depending on if you're a sophomore, junior, or a senior. Like, take this seriously and ask as many questions as possible to me, anybody else, the landlords, anybody you know lives in these areas or these spots. Ask, ask, ask. Do your research. You do not want to get stuck in a lease that you don't want. Last thing, I kind of want to apologize for us and ums throughout the video. I know there's a lot of cuts and edits, but most of it was done in one take, so that's why you hear all the filler words, me just trying to talk off the top of my head kind of thing. So what I'm going to do for y'all is I want y'all to comment y'all Cash App down below and comment how many times you think I said and throughout the video. And whoever gets the closest or the exact number first, I'm going to Cash App y'all. I don't know how much. It depends on how well this video does. It might be $1, might be $10, might be $100. I don't know. But I'm going to stand on my word. But all that aside, let's get back into the video.
Alright, so for the first two resources, you can find them directly on Howard's website. All you have to do is go to Howard's website, search in off-campus housing in the search bar, and then these two things will pop up. So I think you have to scroll down a little bit and then they'll pop up. But the first thing is the off-campus housing listings. So Howard has this partnership with apartments.com. So basically you click on the link and it brings you to apartments.com. It'll show you everything that you want in the area. You filter it to what you want, the amount of bedrooms, bathrooms, price range, that kind of thing. And a whole bunch of results will pop up. Personally, that didn't help me a lick because, like me personally, I didn't want to just rent from anybody, and I preferred like student housing, like people that I knew other students would be in. It's a lot more just places to stay, kind of like almost Airbnb type of thing. But again, if that's what you're into, take it, use it, utilize it, all that. Next thing on Howard's website is they have a housing fair, an annual housing fair, virtually every year. But as you'll see, I'm going to put the picture or the flyer on here somewhere. It's in July. Like, no one has time to wait for that. And I'm going to get into that in a second with like some of the tips and things that I think you guys should know. But I don't recommend you wait that long. There are different organizations that do housing fairs throughout the year, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And the third resource is Cribwiz. Cribwiz, they call themselves the dating app for off-campus housing. I'm about to show y'all exactly how it works. Alright, so once you get to the website, all you have to do is search your college. Howard University. I can't spell today, my bad. Alright, here you go. Boom. So it asks you how many bedrooms you need. Let's say 2. How many bathrooms? At least 2. And your budget, let's say $1,500. Continue. What pets do you have? No pets. Other features do you want? AC, of course. On-site laundry, parking, and let's say a gym and a patio and a balcony. Boom. Put your personal info in. I'm about to put it in real quick. Probably exit out or speed it up. Alright, so boom. After you put your info in, it will show you your matches. It says I have 8 matches based on my preferences. It shows you where it's located, how much it costs per bedroom, and how far it is from Howard. Now, if you pass and move on, I don't know why I can't speak today. If you do that, you won't see it again. But if you hit request info, boom. So like right after you get done looking through your results, that place will email you with that specific location, well, not the location, but the specific preferences that you had. And also, I personally would take down the names of the apartments like on your own. Just put them in a search bar next to it, just in case like it doesn't work how you want it to work. But see, even here, like Landmark Apartments, we just talked about Landmark Apartments. You can again request info, Bellevue, Liberty, military housing, pass, move on. Like y'all get the point. Y'all get the point. All right, so let's say you finish and you like the results that you've seen, but you want to see more. I recommend going back and doing it again. Just changing your filters up a little bit. Let's say instead of 2 bedrooms, you're okay with 1. Or instead of 2 bathrooms, you're okay with 1. Maybe you don't need a pool. Maybe you don't need a gym. Maybe you don't need a patio and balcony. Just take all that out and you should see more results. Alright, now we're at the end of the video. Hopefully it hasn't been too long, but hopefully it's been helpful. But now I'm going to get into a couple tips that I think you guys should know if you're getting your apartment for the first time, you're living on your own for the first time, etc., etc. Alright, I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. For the first tip, do not wait on Howard. You can fill out the registration form if you would like, but I recommend that you start your search early, spring. Honestly, do it as soon as possible. If you know that you're going to be at Howard again the next year, start your search no later than second semester of the year before. Because if you wait on Howard, you're going to end up waiting forever, not knowing if you're going to get housing, probably not going to get housing, and then you're probably going to end up paying for something last minute, like overpaying for something last minute that you don't really want. So, don't wait on Howard. Next thing, if you don't have credit, I would recommend you start building some, or find someone that you know that has good credit, because a lot of these apartments, I'd say more than half of them are going to require you to have a good credit score. And if you don't, again, find someone who can be your guarantor that does, because they won't accept you based off of your credit score alone. And you don't want to be living somewhere, or not living somewhere, because you don't know someone with good credit. So I would get on that as soon as possible as well. Last but not least, I recommend you have a roommate. Personally, I don't have one. I'm paying like I was supposed to. Again, he never came, so I got lucky and then got the whole apartment to myself. But it makes things a lot cheaper. Obviously, the more roommates you have, the cheaper it's going to be. But I also wouldn't recommend you living with 3 to 4 other people. But to each his own. But yeah, if you just searching for straight single apartments or studio apartments, then prices gonna be high. If you got it like that, do you? But if you think you just finna find a single for the cheap, for the low, it's probably not gonna happen. But yeah, man, other than that, hopefully this video helped. I don't really got nothing else for y'all. If y'all have any questions, I feel like there was a couple points that I wanted to hit that I just didn't, because I didn't want to make the video too long. So feel free to reach out, comment section. Y'all can DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is thereal.rjm. Yeah, other than that, I'm going to end up this video. I'm not going to take it a like, comment, share, or subscribe, because if y'all rock me, y'all going to do that anyway. And I'm going.